Hey guys, welcome back to a channel where we talk about things. My name is Katie and I'm an aspiring wedding photographer here in the lovely state of North Carolina. And today we're going to be talking about that time I got stood up for a photo shoot. I want to start off this video by saying that this is just for entertainment and learning purposes. I'm not here to bash this person. Everything was fine, like at the end of the day. I don't think either one of us are losing sleep over this, so this is definitely not a bashing session. It's just for entertainment's sake. So I will stop rambling and get into the story. So when I first started my photographer journey, I pretty much just threw out there that I would do free sessions for people. But then that turned into doing $20 hour sessions for people. Big mistake. So this girl that I knew contacted me about doing a $20 hour session for her and her little family. So this happened over a year ago. I was doing $20 sessions to try and build my portfolio. There's a lot of mistakes that happened during that. This girl that I knew reached out to me and asked if I would do a family session for her. And she asked if I would do it at this specific botanical garden that's about 45 minutes to an hour away from where I currently live. So I said that was fine, which was my first mistake. So I said, yeah, that's fine. So I was gonna drive 45 minutes to an hour for $20 whole. Whoop-de-doo, really get my name out there. I said that's fine, asked what date she was available. It was definitely fall time, for Christmas card season, and that's when I started doing the $20 sessions. At this time, I have a whole video, I didn't know what kind of photography I wanted to do. I hadn't decided to do wedding photography at this time, so I kind of was just doing a hodgepodge of different kinds of photography. And if you're interested, I'll link that video up in the cards. We schedule a time at this botanical gardens, that's fine, but the day we were supposed to shoot, it actually rained, or it was raining. So I contacted her and I was like, hey, it's supposed to rain that day, how about we reschedule? And then that was totally fine. So we originally had our session on a Sunday, but we rescheduled for a Saturday. Just keep that in mind. We messaged back and forth hey, are you free this Saturday? And she said, yep. And I said, okay, great. Let's do 4 p.m. Saturday at this botanical garden. I said all that in that order on purpose. And I guess I'm gonna stop here and just interject what I should have done. I should have, number one, if I'm gonna do $20 sessions, or you're gonna do $20 sessions or $50, trying to get your name out there kind of thing, set a mileage limit, it's $20 if you live 10 miles away or less kind of situation. That's where I went wrong. I should have confirmed the morning of. I did not confirm the morning of the session. Whenever we scheduled it, I'm like, great, I'll see you Saturday at 4 p.m. at this botanical garden, and then just went about my day. Yeah, so if you're gonna do it, definitely confirm the morning of. So I drove 45 minutes to this botanical garden, and you have to pay to park. It's only $4, it's not a big deal. But to recap, this is a $20 session. I just drove 45 minutes there. I'll also have to drive 45 minutes back. And I just paid $4 for parking. The point is, I'm making no money at this session, which is fine. I decided this. I can't be too mad at myself, I guess. Get there, and what I like to do with all of my sessions, I like to get there early, maybe 15 to 20 minutes early, and I like to walk around the location. So I like to walk around and get some locations in mind, especially if I'm only doing an hour session. I like to, once we get there, we get started and we get going, and so I can just deliver as many photos as possible. So I did that. I got there early. It's no big deal. I go there, I walk around the gardens. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's getting closer to the time. And another thing that I like to do, I like to text or message the person, hey, I just parked, just letting you know I'm here. And if I'm 15 minutes early, that's fine. I usually can then see how, I guess, close they are, because usually they'll text back okay, cool, we're 5 minutes out, or oh, we just pulled in the parking lot. And then I'm like, shoot, I didn't get to walk around. But either way, I do that no matter what. So I messaged this girl, hey, I just parked and I'm paying for parking right now, because there was a line. I remember there was a line, and I remember somebody cut in front of me in line. I'm still salty about that. So this is like around 3:45. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the doors. Okay, so this is like around 3:45-ish to 4 o'clock. That's fine. They're not there yet. They have a child. I get it. But then I messaged her again and I said, hey, I'm standing outside of the visitor center. If I can speak. I'm standing outside of the visitor center. Are you guys close? Couple more minutes passed by. We're now, this is an hour session. It's now probably 15 minutes past 4. So now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're only gonna have 45 minutes left. And then I messaged them again, maybe about 4:30, like, is everything okay? I remember going in Facebook, we're friends, and so I remember messaging her in Facebook as well, just trying to call her through Facebook Messenger, just being like, hey, I'm here, like, I'm ready, are you guys okay? And I probably waited 30 minutes before I got any response, and she said, oh my gosh, I had it on the calendar for tomorrow. And I was like, oh no. And I mean, she was very apologetic. She's like, I can pay for your gas. What is your Venmo? What's your PayPal? I'm so sorry. Like, I feel horrible. And I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine. I just paid to come here by myself. I will say, I feel like I try to be overly understanding of people's situations. So she offered to pay for my gas and I said, no. I said, all is okay. I can't do tomorrow, but we can reschedule for another time. If you want to reschedule for a location in my city, I can just add the parking and gas to that and it'll be $30. $30. So cheap. So my goal behind that was, okay, I just drove 45 minutes. Maybe next time you can pick a location maybe closer to me, so in case you stand me up again, I'm not out money. And I'm trying to be like overly understanding. I don't want somebody to pay for gas and I don't want somebody to pay for my parking if I didn't give them pictures. Like, I don't know, I would feel bad about that. She said, I'm really sorry again. I can't believe I messed that up. We actually live about an hour from the city that I live in, so that won't work out well with her child's nap schedule. I completely understand though, since it's a further drive to the botanical gardens for me, and she offered to pay for my troubles again today. And my response, I think that's when it went wrong. So I don't know if I am saying this too much, but again, I'm trying to be super understanding, but I also lost money that day and I would lose money doing that again. You know what I mean? It's $20. I know I'm trying to build my portfolio and I said that I would do it, but at the same time, I'm losing money. I mean, my photos have gotten a lot better since this time, but it's not like my photos were bad. They were probably worth more than $20 whole. So part of me just kind of wanted to cover, like, what if she accidentally stands me up again? And I know at the end of the day it was a communication issue. If this happens again, I would have rather just driven like 20 minutes away versus 45 minutes to an hour. I just messaged back, if you're ever in my area, let me know and we can reschedule. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Smiley face. And what I meant by that was, don't worry about paying me back. That I should have been more clear. Like, I'm rereading these right now and I should have been more clear. I was saying, well, if you are ever in this area, let me know, but don't worry about just paying me back right now. I understand how she could have taken this message not the way I intended. So she messaged me back and said, I'm a bit confused as to why you no longer will take my family's pictures at the original location we agreed to. If you look back at my first message I sent you, I asked if this botanical gardens was too far for you and you said no. It's very difficult for me to drive an hour. I realize I messed up the date and it's clear that I was apologetic. I also made every effort to make amends so we could move forward and reschedule, so I'm a bit confused as to why you no longer will work with my family. Whoops. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. I'm not trying to like laugh at this. situation. Because at first I was like, what? No, that's not what I was saying. I asked my husband, how should I respond to this? Like, am I a terrible human? Am I terrible? Like, am I this monster that won't work with her family? Because that's not what I was trying to say. And at the end of the day, she did stand me up, and I was doing work for $20. And so I think I was trying to be understanding of her and her situation, but I felt as if she wasn't being understanding of my reluctance to drive 45 minutes out of my way because it wasn't too far the first time. I replied and I just said, I'm so sorry for the confusion. I definitely want to work with you guys and still take your pictures. I just wanted to see, wow, I spelled that wrong. I just wanted to see if my city was an option due to the circumstances. I don't know if you were planning to be in this area anytime soon, and I also didn't want you to worry about paying me anything if we weren't able to reschedule. I want to make sure that you all have a great experience and love the pictures. I am booked this weekend, but I can do these others. And it was seen and never replied to. So she never replied to me, and honestly it probably would have been a really awkward experience because I think I really made her upset and it was not my intention. And if she ever sees this, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to make anybody upset. That wasn't my intention. But looking back, I should have been more strict. Like, I should have set a mileage parameter around that deal or that special, and I shouldn't have accepted, and I should have confirmed the morning of. Like, I should have done so many other things that I would do now and that I do now. I will get their number and I will confirm with them the day of, and I will make sure that they're on the way. And there's a lot of things that I've learned from this. So I think any takeaway from this is don't do hour sessions for $20 and drive an hour. So I posted this in the photographer Facebook group I'm a part of, and I was kind of like, hey, I don't know how to respond to this, please help me. And so many people commented and gave me good advice, like the mileage parameter. Like, if you ever do this again, set a certain time limit or a mileage limit on where you'll go, like set boundaries basically. And then some people said like, forget them, just raise your prices and move on. It's not a crazy story. I lost $4 whole and some gas money, but a lesson was learned. This was just a communication error, so I don't blame her. It's just, I think it got out of hand. I hope you can learn from this situation. Don't be like me. Be better than me. And that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know if you like this kind of story time videos. I'm planning on more, not necessarily about photography, but just like some crazy things that have happened to me. I think they're crazy and interesting, you might not. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content, photography / whatever else I want to talk about. So I'll see you next time.